Hey everyone, this is Billy. How y'all doing today? So tonight I'm doing kind of a special video. I actually went and just recently saw Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice, and I also just watched Angry Joe's spoiler review. And I could sit here and do my thoughts on the movie, but if you go and watch Angry Joe's spoiler review, it like hits everything like right on the money. Pretty much everything I thought, Joe pretty much hit the nail on the basket. Him and his friends, him, other Joe, and I'm not familiar with the other guy very well, but he hit it pretty well too. So I don't really have much more to say about that, and this is really more of a response to Angry Joe because I actually want to ask Angry Joe a question, and I hopefully he'll can either respond in the comments or well, he'll probably just respond in the comments, and that's absolutely fine. I just want to get his idea here. But during his spoiler review, he mentioned something that just kind of got my mind thinking. He said that this could be a setup for an Injustice movie. And I started thinking about it. Excuse me. It's late at night. I started thinking about it, and I was thinking, that's actually a way out for DC and WB. Okay, so they've set up this world, right? And like most people have pointed out, this is a pretty dark and gritty, nasty world. There's no humor. There's no anything. Okay, it's just dark and bleak, and everybody has to die, and Superman dies, and really, it's okay, I guess. But to be honest with you, I like to have fun with my superhero movies. I like movies like The Avengers and Deadpool and things where the heroes are a little bit more lighthearted. But and Batman v Superman has a lot more problem than its dark tone. Its dark tone is like the least thing to worry about, but it is done in such a way that it kind of makes you uncomfortable a little bit sometimes watching those movies. And I was thinking about it, and he mentioned an Injustice movie, and I thought, well, you know what? That could be DC's way out. Think about it. So let's say here in next year or 2 years or whenever they release it, they decide to release the second part of the Superman Batman thing, and let's say it doesn't do so well, but they still got to finish the story they're telling, or it does well enough, but they know that they need to go another direction. Okay, so why not do an Injustice movie? And it could be the first time. Now, we've kind of seen this in Star Trek, and we've seen this with other franchises too. I mean, Star Trek's the one I can think of most, but I think they mentioned another movie kind of did this too, where they acknowledged all the other films, but they rebooted it anyways. Like the other films happen, but this is like a reboot, kind of like what I kind of thought of for the Ghostbuster movie. If you go back and watch my reaction to the Ghostbuster trailer and what I thought they should do there, but with an Injustice movie, it's almost, if done properly, could be Warner Brothers and DC's kind of way to continue and reboot the entire series all at once. So, what do I mean? Well, if you've ever played the Injustice video game, which I recommend you do, as far as a fighting game goes, it's a pretty decent fighting game. It's like Mortal Kombat. It's like that Mortal Kombat 9. It's a fun game. And the storyline for Injustice, I thought was really, really good. It was a way to make Superman both the villain and the hero at the same time. And I really liked the Injustice story. I thought it was a really well done story. The only thing is, with the Injustice story in the video game, you start off with the good heroes, and the good heroes go to the bad universe, and then, they find out what happened there and why the Superman there is crazy. So the whole time, the good Batman is trying to get the bad Batman to let their Superman come over to take care of their Superman, and well, I won't say he's a bad Batman because he is a good guy Batman, but he just doesn't trust Superman. Like, he doesn't trust any Superman. He's like, we have one Superman, that's enough Supermans. We don't need any more Supermans over here. And the Batman from the good universe, so we'll just say the Injustice universe is the bad universe, and the good universe is the universe where Superman's still doing good. So the Batman from the universe where Superman's still doing good, he's like, no, you don't understand. The Superman from our world kicks ass. He's awesome. He's not gonna kill anybody. He'll stop the other Superman. And the Batman's like, no, he will not. He's evil. I hate Superman. Superman needs to die. I don't want another Superman here. And screw you. So towards the end, you have a fight with Batman versus Batman. And then at the end, though, the one Batman calls Superman over, and then that Superman beats up the bad Superman. Awesome idea. And if they decided to do a movie like that, especially if you base off of this, and you say, well, this universe is the bad universe, and by the end of the Injustice movie, you have the good Superman from the good universe come and beat the crap out of the bad Superman, who's the Superman that's just died, because you know he's going to come back. He's going to come back. I mean, there's no doubt. I mean, I've seen the death of Superman done so many times and so many different variations. Superman dies, he comes back. So you know the Superman's going to come back. He's going to be alive and well and everything. So when he comes back, you know, they could do like another Justice League movie. And then, like, if that doesn't pan out well, go ahead and do an Injustice movie. Have the good heroes come over to that universe. Take out the bad Superman. And then the next movie is, you know, the real Justice League movie. You know what I mean? Like, you have all the good heroes now, and then you just continue your films off from the good universe. And then the good universe could be a little bit more lighthearted. It doesn't have to be all dark and bleak. And you could maybe even, you know, I know Zack Snyder really likes these dark, gritty worlds. You can kind of take Zack Snyder out of the helm and put, you know, some other director who's a little bit more lighthearted, who knows how to direct a good, you know, fun superhero movie, and have them just kind of take the mantle from there. And then you could do like prequels to the Injustice movie, but from the other universe, and kind of fix the problems that this universe has, because, you know, you fixed it basically, because you've taken out the evil Superman, which it will be this Superman that's in Batman v Superman. It's an idea. And I guess what I want to ask Angry Joe, you know, if he watches this video, is what do you think? Now, this is a little fanboy fan fiction kind of thing. Now, obviously, I don't think they'll ever go this route. Now, you know, one route that I mentioned they might consider, but this next route that I'm going to mention is totally fanboy thing, because I'll be honest with you, I am a huge fan of the series Smallville. I don't know how you feel about it. You know, if Angry Joe watches this video, I don't know how Angry Joe feels about Smallville, if he liked it or he didn't like it or whatever. I think he may have commented on a video before. Maybe he didn't like it because it was too close to Dawson Creek or something like that. I don't know. But let's take the Smallville universe. Let's take Tom Wellington, right? Superman. And if they do an Injustice movie, what I like to see is have them cast Tom Wellington as the good Superman and have him fight the Superman from this series. That again, fanboy dream. I don't think they'll go that route. That route's a little bit too far-fetched. But if they do the Injustice movie and they decide they want to have a good Superman versus a bad Superman and make the Superman of this universe be the bad Superman, and then after that they could start all over, and they'll already have a base. Like they would have already introduced all the new heroes in the Injustice movie. And then, like, all they have to do is just kind of fill out their backstories and do a few movies, and it'll reset the whole DC universe, and yet you'll still keep, you know, the Man of Steel stuff. It won't all go to waste, and it'll just be two dimensions, because DC does these alternate dimensions all the time anyways. I mean, DC's filled with alternate dimensions all the time. So to say that maybe these first few movies we're seeing is an alternate dimension, and then they bring in the actual dimension that will be following, and that's the Supermans that we watch from that point on, I'd be fine with that. That's something they could do, because you're spot on about how the Batman v Superman went. I don't think anyone really cared for it all that much. We all like Ben Affleck's Batman. It's a good Batman. And Ben Affleck can still be Batman in the other universe, but a more, not so killy Batman, And my older brother and me were discussing, he'd like to see, more Robin, Batgirl, and some others, not kill them off, actually have them be part of maybe not the Justice League, but if he does his own Batman movies, we'd like to see Batman movies with Robin and Batgirl and have them be heroes and stuff like that. So it's a little fan fiction-y, but it's also, if they are going the Injustice route, that's how they could use the Injustice movie to fix their entire DC universe. So, what do you think, Joe? I hope you watch this video. I'm going to upload it here in a minute, and then I'm going to leave a comment in your video letting you know that this video exists. And hopefully, if you do read all the comments like you said you did in that video, I hope you read this comment and just watch my video. I know it's getting about 12 minutes long here, but please watch this. And, hopefully, by the time you get to this part of the video, you've already watched it. So, I'll maybe in the comment leave, please watch this. And anyone else who wants to watch this, come and subscribe to my channel because I talk about weird things all the time. And I got this idea in my head and I just had to make a video because I watched your thing and I was like, I got to make a video. I want to respond to this because this sounds good and here's how they could use it. So tell me what you think, Joe. Bye.